Hello and welcome to another casted FFA game. This one will be a little bit different. Not only because I am in the game, but actually the main focus will be this player right here. Because let's look at his POV. So he sees nothing. And instead of building his TC, he immediately goes for a mosque, which is weird. And he sees nothing here. He didn't even scout here, but he goes for the mosque. And look at what he does. He even zooms in, while he still didn't even have vision. And he goes for a villager rush, for a guy that he didn't even know is there. So, this is his POV. And he's villager rushing and all that, okay. And we're still looking at this from his POV. So when he moves the camera, when the camera moves, it's actually he moved the camera. We are watching what he was watching at the moment. He shouldn't be able to see that orange was even there. And he goes for a villager rush to stop his TC. And the sad part is that orange tried his best to finish the TC, and it's actually very, very close. But unfortunately he didn't manage to do it. He was just short of few HP on the TC. Yep. And it got cancelled, and now he is just chasing his king. Because orange is dead, he doesn't have any villagers, and he is dead. So after some checking, watching this whole replay, and I mean this was already quite enough of a sign. This guy is map hacking. And at first, in game, when I was in game without against him, I found it weird because he knew exactly where my gold is, where my wood is, and it wasn't like in a predictable place. I mean, I am later in the game. I am here. I was mining gold here. So it's really not some place where you would expect to find my villagers. And without a single scout, without a single tower, he knew exactly where my villagers are. And also, I was gathering wood, I think here, or maybe even here. So here actually, here. And my base is all the way here, and he knew exactly, he was sending knights exactly to the spot, directly to the spot where they are. So, yeah. I mean, we can all get lucky like this sometimes, but it was kind of too obvious, so I decided to check the replay, and it's a good thing that I did. And again, we are back to watching his POV. Orange surrenders. And he doesn't see this, but he looks straight at it. He was not able to see he shouldn't be able to see the king, but he actually looks straight at it when orange surrenders. And that's also very unusual. And over the course of this game, yeah, we will have a lot more confirmations, but we're not gonna spend the whole game watching just his POV to prove it, because I think we already did. So let's start by introducing all of our players. In the color yellow, playing as the Order of the Dragon, it's me, Wolano. And I'm happy with my spawn. I have my water, gold, wood, everything I need. right next to my TC, which is fine. I later noticed that my water was the shittiest one on the map, but, you know, I was happy with it. In the color blue, also playing as Order of the Dragon, it's Peach. With a cool bear statue, I like it. Very close to him, in the color green, playing as the Rus, we have Wonderman 8723. In the color purple, we have Chinese guy playing as the China. In the color red, playing as the Japanese, we have another Chinese guy. What is this, a lion? Yeah, looks like it. And I almost lost a scout here. I think I did lose it later, somewhere. Yeah. In the color pink, playing as also Chinese. It's a Chinese player. The only letter I can read here is B. And you know how they usually say last but not least? For this case, we will say last but also least. Is this trash? I will refer to him as trash because that's what he is. That's what all of the map hacker is. I have zero respect for every single one of them. It's of course random Chinese guy. And the funny fact about all this is that, so he's map hacking. I can only assume that he's been doing it for a while because I checked him out on Steam. He changed his name to, I think, 10, 15 different in-game names. So I assume he will do it again quite soon. Because he's trying to like not get recognized, but now he's gonna get exposed. Because I will put down in the description of this video every single name that he used, history of his names, and also his Steam link, so that you can find him, and please make sure to report him, because we need to remove these type of players from the game, because it's ruining it for every single one of us. So, if you have the time, please do so and report this player. And the thing is that he knew that orange is coming next to him because this is how we see his POV. He probably, I mean, if he has map hacks, he probably has the zoom out thingy, so his perspective is way further, so he sees more on his screen. So he's not seeing this, he's covering also probably this gold, maybe even this stone in his screen while he's looking at this. So that's how he actually saw the orange. I mean, he saw him on the map, so yeah. And we will later get to the part, I'm not gonna waste my time even on him to watch his POV for an entire game, because there's been quite a lot of action in this game. So let's watch that, and I will get back to him at the part when I noticed, when I actually noticed in the game that he is map hacking. Because early on I didn't really have a lot of contact with him. And I'm actually here chilling. I mean, Blue is kinda next to me, but I knew that he had bigger fish to fry. So I knew that I was fine and that I could easily boom. 2 dogs on this water. I found this one, so I also put a dog here. And I'm happy with my eco, with everything. Going for the fast castle to get relics, and I mean, I was aware that I wouldn't be able to get many relics here because Blue is on the way and he actually aged up faster than I did. So he got all the relics. But I still went for Regnitz because, you know, Blue can die, so I can take his relics and all that, and yeah, I decided to go for it. But yeah, he already finished it while I was just starting it, and the reason for that is because I went a lot heavier on water than he did. So later in the stage of the game, I should be having more advantage, I mean, in the water eco, because mine should be stronger. And yeah, you can see he has less on food than me. Pink has a very nice turtle spawn here, but the problem is that, okay, he has 2 golds and that's it. And then he would need to go for this one and then in the center, so, and I mean this one will probably be taken by this trash, so yeah. And yeah, when I age up, Blue already has 2 relics banked. So I was aware that I'm not gonna be able to grab some, and also he kinda blocked me. I mean, the center is kinda blocked, so I'm not able to get this one either. This one is very far, and I tried to go for this one, but that's also a funny situation. I'll show it to you. I think this prelate went down there. And Blue, after reaching castle, picking up the rare relics, goes for 3 stables and starts messing Gilded Knights. So everyone is pretty much chilling, fishing. Surprisingly enough, green is not on the water, which as Rus you definitely want to be on. And yeah, this prelate is going for this relic. And it will also be an interesting situation. Which at the moment I thought, oh, he has a tower or a scout or whatever, he saw it and that's it. I didn't even think twice about it. But when I watched the replay, I saw something different. And Blue will be attacking red. Red has nothing. Oh, actually green did go for the water, but he's fighting on it. Okay. So... where's my prelate? Oh, it's still here. Okay. I'll check back later. Red losing a lot of villagers already. That's not good. He's fighting on water. And now on land also. And Blue actually was also hidden on this water, even though he wasn't heavy on it. So let's go back to watching the teal POV. So look, he scouted nothing. So he doesn't see this. He does not see this relic. He has no vision of it. He never knew the prelate was coming. And look at what he does. Immediately sends a lot of villagers, for what reason, directly to my prelate. I mean, that was... like I said, at that point I was like, oh, he has a tower or a scout, he saw it, and okay, that's fine. I mean, Like I said, I wasn't thinking twice about it. And then after watching the replay, I was like, he shouldn't be able to see it. So, oh god, I can't explain to you how much hate I have for these type of players. And purple actually gets a king kill on red, which I forgot to check. It was probably a donation. Well, blue is harassing green, and green is on 3 TC and water. Heavy water. So he was stuck in the feudal age with no army, and blue is just faster. And these gilded knights are not gonna die anytime soon, because they're so tanky, and they also have prelates healing them, so good luck killing that with TCs and Kremlin. I mean, his best chance to even do any kind of damage to them is to kill these prelates, but looks like he's not doing that. And I mean, at this point he probably just gave up. Slowly burning down everything, and he's starting to make barracks, so transition is cooking. Pink still pretty much chilling. Blue actually aggroing on pink on water. And the final TC is about to go down, so green is gonna be eliminated. But at this point, blue had a lot of knights, and I knew that I was next. And I knew that, I think at this point Samurai scouted that he's attacking him. So I decided to go for him. And I didn't know what type of an army blue has. I thought it was like man-at-arms or something like that. So I went to aggro him because I saw with the prelate that he's on wood here, so you know, let's try to do some damage. And these are elite man-at-arms. I'm still getting the blacksmith upgrades because mine work is a bit slower. I mean, there's only one, that's why it's slower. And then when I saw this, I was like, holy shit. I immediately went to run back. I put down an emergency keep here, and I started to panic. I mean, my spearmen weren't even upgraded yet. I was like, what the fuck? I knew that he was fighting, so I was like, he probably lost some army. And then when I saw this, like, oof, this is not good. And yeah, emergency keep coming up. And I got cleaned up here. I'm not sure, he probably lost like 2 knights here. And I lost everything. And for some reason he turned around, and I wanted to check why. I mean, this keep shouldn't be the reason. Yeah, now he turned around. And while I was in the game, I was actually thinking that someone was attacking him. But looks like that's not the case. I'm not really sure why he turned around. He could have done a lot of damage to me. But I guess he didn't want to lose these knights. And they were quite low, a lot of them, I guess. Look at the village distribution of this trash. And I mean, he has this whole lake and not really a lot of fishing ships actually. And of course he's like AFK to Imperial, going for mass elephants. So I started making spearmen actually here and upgrading them. I got the 2 upgrades. I think I didn't have enough gold at the moment. Yeah, I was gathering gold to get an elite upgrade. Purple did have some kind of an army. I'm not sure what happened to it. Probably lost it to blue. And he is also transitioning to farms. Not sure why. I mean, he has quite a decent amount of water next to him. And at 21 minutes of the game, he still doesn't have a single unit, I think. Still. The funny thing is that, so he is map hacking, and he's currently in the gold league with map hacks, and with 28% win rate. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I'm not judging anyone who's in gold, who has a low win rate and all that, but you're using map hacks and you have all that. No, that's just like double sad. Double sad. I mean, I get we're not all good at this game. There are some that are just not for it. It's hard. It's a hard game. I mean, in general, it's a hard game. There's a lot of things you need to think about. So yeah. But this guy, 28% win rate with map hacks. I mean, that's just sad. That deserves an award of its own kind. Like, I don't know what else to say. But yeah, interesting. Okay, yeah, he ran away from the Great Wall Gatehouse. I mean, blue went to attack purple and killed all of his army and then just went back. But yeah, the Great Wall Gatehouse would have done way too much damage. And this guy is still chilling. And of course, as any other Gold League Delhi abuser, goes straight imp and right into elephants. And thankfully, in the recent patches, we've got an actual counters for it. And now, yeah, now he sniped the king that he knew was there all along. So he's on 250 pop. What is this wall? Oh my god. What? Okay, this is new. I mean, I guess he's trying to make a choke point, but what is the point? But he's messing 58 fire lancers, so looks like he's looking for a snipe on someone. And now I'm starting to stonewall my base. I was chilling, waiting for blue to send another attack, which never happened. So I decided to... I have a tower here, so I see this keep. Yeah. And I decided to go for traps and to slowly start trapping him down. I was kind of low on wood, so it took a while for me to get out all of these traps. But, you know, I was getting there. And blue notices. And I mean, he has a very nice protection here. I mean, Elsbach in the center, a lot of keeps, towers, relics, everything he wants. So that's very good for him. still turtling, not doing much. Actually, he loads up one transport ship and goes for what I assume will be a drop on pink. Oh, that's what the wall was for. Okay, I actually like that. That's very cool, actually. I never thought of that. I mean, to put the gatehouse behind one of lines of wall, which is cool. Looks like they both had the same idea. But the problem is that he only has like one transport ship. But also the other problem is that he doesn't have any army besides fire lancers. He just needs to get up on the wall and he will be... Ooh, he won't be safe. Because there is a tower elephant. I can't even see where his king is. I mean, he's getting... Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god. I knew that he'd killed him, but I didn't know how. Oh god. So yeah, our trash is on 300 pop and blue decides to attack him. But the problem is that purple and me are attacking blue. And of course he moves the king to the transport ship. But yeah, he's doing all that while me and purple are pushing into him. So blue decided to go for landmark snipe, which in this case is a good call. Look at Teal's like army management. I mean, he's losing his base. He's literally dying. And he's just idling 9 elephants here, not doing anything. So yeah, it's really visible in this game that he's actually really not a good player, but he's just map hacking, and he has actually a solid FFA rank because of this. I destroy the escape, decide to push forward, and looks like purple is also doing pretty much the same. Blue unfortunately lost all of his army here. If I knew, I wouldn't have even attacked him. I would let him actually into the deal. And blue comes out with the king. And I wasn't even watching at that moment. And he decides to donate to me. And he was typing in the chat like being attacked by 4 players actually he said for some reason. Like who wants a king? No one said anything and he decided to give it to me, but okay. And yeah, I was so frustrated by this keep. Like what the fuck is this even? Look at this. Look. All of them burning, attacking it, rams hitting it, this tower, same thing. Rams hitting it, burning it, firing, not losing any health. Look. Nothing. And I saw this at one point, actually yeah, I'm looking at this and I was like, what the fuck? So I decided to attack him, of course, to fight for all of these relics that finally got dropped. Slowly, but I do. I eliminate him. And I used one group of hand cannoneers to focus down his backline of hand cannoneers. Because the palace guards and the spears were not the real threat here. Hand cannoneers were. So I managed to clean him up. And I used trebs to try to destroy this keep and a tower. you know, to get the relics out. And nothing is happening. Like, I don't know if it's some kind of a bug. I'm not sure why that happens. I've never seen that. Look at this. Nothing. So for the whole game I had 2 relics here that I wasn't able to take for I don't know what reason. Look at this. It was so frustrating. I mean, as Order of the Dragon with Regnitz, you have 2 relics that you would be able to take, but you're not because no one knows why. Nothing's happening. And I even got the prelate here. I mean, I did take this one and I think one more. It was in the Elspeth. I took it already. And I got more prelates here to take these relics. But this shit is not taking any damage for... I'm not sure why. I really don't know why. I've never seen this. And I mean, I'm persistent, like I want these fucking relics. But game says, nope, you're not getting them. I don't know what to say, honestly. And I tried actually to see. I tried burning down this mining camp, and I also did nothing. Look, not taking any damage. I've never seen that in, like, I have 3,000 hours in this game. I've never seen that. That was so weird. So, at this stage, I made some farms, because this fishing in a later game was not really enough for me. And now, for a while, I think we all were chilling. I mean, that's how it usually is when the 3 players are left. Then it's all up to the diplomacy negotiations, persuading players who is a bigger threat, and trying to persuade them that you are not, and all that. So at this point, Teal was talking to me that purple is the threat, because he's about to take, I don't know if with this one, probably with this one, yeah, with the sacred site. And I saw this with the tower that he was coming, and I was like, I'm actually fine with that. I didn't want to attack the sacred site, even though I saw that it's not a threat actually, because he will be keeping the army also in the range of my tower. I saw the army that was like, yeah, moving, not really sure about it, and he wasn't making any fortifications on it. So I was like, I'm gonna let this happen, let it tick out, because by doing that, I can probably force 2 of them to fight and to continue fighting, and that's what I definitely want. I mean, when there are 3 players left alive, the best thing that can happen to you, if you are one of them, the best thing that can happen to you is if 2 of them are fighting each other. And you can just chill. Like, chill, boom, gather up resources, let them fight. And then, but you need to have quite a lot of scouts on map to keep track of the fight. Because if at any point, I don't know, purple starts losing, Teal gets with his army here, close to his king, his base and everything, then you need to make a move. And I can never tell you what the right move is, because it really depends on the situation. You can either try to go and take purple for yourself, or you can go for the attacker, because purple would be weakened, and you can go straight for the attacker. In this game I decided to take a different approach, and I actually saw these elephants, like that he's preparing to, like, look at this, he never scouted any of this, anything on the map actually. And yeah, I was actually seeing that an elephant mass is here. I was like, okay, he's preparing to take the sacred site, so I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna let 2 of them fight. I started making some towers everywhere, just, you know, to get the idea of the map, to get the vision. if anything sneaky is coming towards me. I had some loss a long distance, but I'm making a new one, okay?
Ich weiß, was ich tue.
So yeah, at this point, I'm just chilling, waiting for them to fight each other, and gathering up resources, and all the gold that I can. And again, I see Purple's army here. He also goes for another attempt to take these relics, and this shit is still not taking damage. What the hell? He tries to go for the keep. Same thing happens. It's so weird. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Now I'm looking at his POV. Oh, he was actually water trading. I didn't know that. For how much? 23. Huh. Okay. And he decides to look at it for quite a while. He's admiring his trade. Look at this. Like, why are you looking at this? Like, you never scouted this, and he's looking straight at it. I just caught him like in a random moment. He really is admiring his trade. Like, I'm not sure why he's looking at it so much. Like, ooh, 23 plus. Ooh, another 23. Ooh, 19. Ooh, another 23. That's probably his, like, thinking of all this. Oh god. Okay. But Purple decides to attack me. And he had a lot and very dangerous army. I pull back a little bit. But eventually I managed to defend the push. He also brings reinforcements, but at this point I have 18 gilded cannoneers. He needs a bigger mass than dwindle of reinforcements that he's getting to deal with this. And at this point, Teal is actually... Oh, look, I think we already had the conversation that we both need to attack Purple because he is the threat. Not sure why, but I just said it so, you know, he doesn't attack me. And he said that he is attacking him, even though I had a tower on his army, and I saw that his army was not moving at all. Purple manages to regain control of both of the big goals. I knew that I had to do something about it, so I decided to push out to take control of at least one of the goals. Because these are, I mean, pretty much the last ones. And then next ones are these. And these will be the fun ones. You'll see quite soon. So I decided to make a push for this gold. I have my gold villages ready here, that he pushed off this one. So yeah, at this point Teal is on 300 pop, Purple and me are on 250. he's doing a great job focus firing my mangonels with cannons. So I pulled them back just to force the cannons to go forward. But he also pulls them back. So we had a little bit of a cat and mouse. I mean, I was fine losing these mangonels as long as he loses his cannons. Because they are much more gold heavy than my mangonels. Then I make a keep here to protect my villagers and I go for this gold. Since I lost this one. And Teal actually decides to go for purple. So a bit of a cleanup here. He's trying to remass, but not really working for him for now. Teal just chilling here with a huge elephant mass. Yeah, he goes for purple, and purple does not have a solution for how much? 55 elephants and 5 knights, and also on the other side, Gilded Army pushing into him. I was actually breaking this, but I think I could have passed here. Yeah, his army did, so okay. I mean, I couldn't beat him anyway. I mean, like, get faster. Even if I walked it. And even if I got here, I would lose everything to all of these elephants. So it wouldn't change much. And purple is now dead. Tries to run the king, but I assume, yeah, it's gonna get sniped. And now it's 2 of us. And he is on 350 pop, while I'm on 250, which is a very bad situation for me. I mean, I do have a solid bank, he doesn't really. Actually, never mind, he has a better bank than me. Yeah. And look, I mean, he still sees nothing. You know what one of the biggest indicators is? How you can spot a map hacker. I mean, apart from all of this. He never even scanned for the king. Never used the king ability to even see where I am. And also, I mean, he was going straight for the king. And never used his king ability to even scout. I mean, if that's not enough of an indication, I don't know what is. Because I think that every single player, as soon as he reaches castle, clicks the king ability just to see where all of the players are. But you don't need to use it if you know where all of the players are. So yeah, this is my POV. I see some elephants moving in, but I assume that he's coming towards me. And this is the part that like got to me, because I get tilted, or you know, when players like this are like getting cocky. And he sent me a message like saying like, so are you surrendering or what? And I was like, what the fuck? I mean, and I just sent a question mark and he didn't respond to it. But he was like, oh, you're dead, so, you know. And that gave me the extra motivation to not to surrender, to fight until the last landmark, because I would also put the king on water, run it, and like just make him earn his win. But I was aware that I was in a shitty situation because he had 100 pop more than me, and I had mainly men-at-arms hand cannoneer army, which I mean is good, but you want spearmen hand cannoneers. So I decided to take an engagement here before he reaches my base, just to, you know, dwindle down the elephant numbers and to, you know, lose out the men-at-arms because they are pretty much useless. I was fine with this. I wanted to lose these men-at-arms, so I was fine with mangonels hitting them, as long as I'm killing some elephants. But now he started shooting at my hand cannoneers, and that's the unit that I didn't want to lose. So I pulled back. But I was happy with this engagement. I killed a few of the elephants, got rid of the men-at-arms, so I can do the transition. But I mean, his army is very hard to deal with. I mean, this mess of elephants is... It's actually not the problem elephants, but them in the combination with the mangonels, that's very, very hard to deal with. Ooh, that's a very big mistake by me, actually. I wasn't looking, I was actually rallying units. Okay, I moved back, but I shouldn't have done that. I wasn't looking. Ooh, I missed the funny situation. He never scouted this. Never. He doesn't even know that the gold vein is there. And he sends knights straight to this gold vein because I was there. Let's start looking at this POV now. So we're fighting here. And also using mangonels to mop my hand cannoneers, which is very good that he did. At least something, you know, for a trash like him. I use this split formation to try to lower the damage that he's doing to me, but you know, I'm running a lot of new spearmen and cannoneers. This keep was optimistic for me. I'm not sure what I tried to do there, but you know. But yeah, he's pushing back, and with this army composition that he has, it's very hard to deal with this, to kill all this. But you know, I'm rallying this whole time. I got a few spearmen in the behind to deal with these mangonels. And look at his POV. He's looking straight at my gold villagers. Like, but he never even scouted it. Not to mention that he should know that they are there. And what does he do? Of course, send knights directly there. I mean, yeah. And that's at that point, I asked him, how does it feel playing with map hacks? And he just responded, nice, something like that. I was like, okay, let's see. I mean, I saw that he is not really a very good player, but some things that he did in this fight in general. And I mean, all of the map hackers are shit, so, you know, look. He's still looking at this again. But he does not see this. And what does he do? Of course, sends knights there. I mean, that's just, like... That's when I figured out that he's map happy. When I saw this. I was like, whew, I barely managed to defend from the first push. And the problem is, next one, he's coming. Oh yeah, and he was like, in the chat, he was like, ooh, watch out, I'm coming. And he was really being cocky, and that... People doing that just gives me even more energy to not give up and do my best to fight them. And of course, he goes straight for my wood villagers, because, you know, that's a logical position to go in. You know, my base is all the way here, my everything is here. But, you know, it's logical to go on this half island to, you know, take a stroll. I mean... So yeah, I just gave up trying to micro these villagers because I knew that he was map hacking. I was like, Doesn't matter where I put them, let them gather as much as they can, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, the problem that I had was lack of gold. I was, I think, on only 2 relics. One here, yeah, that's it. And I didn't have gold, I was low on food. So somewhere at this point, I think I made even more farms. But yeah, I'm starting to remass, so is he. And of course, he moves straight to the stone villagers also, because, you know, luck. He got lucky. And knew exactly where my villagers are, at what moment. So yeah, I was like, what to do? I'm 100 pop behind. I'm playing against a map hacker. I don't have gold. I'm low on food. I was like, what the fuck do I do now? I mean, I was 90% sure that I'm dead. Like, that there's not much I can do at this game. And I also knew that these hand cannoneers, I have 38 of them, which is huge. But I know that if I lose them, I probably lost the game, because they mean way too much at this point, because I cannot remake them again. But he is also out of gold. I mean, he has his water trade. Actually, a lot of water traders. Yeah, solid amount of gold per minute. And I decided to push into him. And the funny thing is, I didn't see his army. Yeah, and I had no idea that he is not able to remess again. He's struggling to remess with an army, but he's making more mangonels, which is a huge problem for me. And again, yeah, these knights went straight for my wood villagers. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it. And also, I decided to make a wall here, and knights managed to sneak in, because, you know, that's how it usually goes. So here, I make my push. I saw massive mangonels, I was like, oh fuck, I don't want to fight here. So I pull back a little bit, and I make ramps, yeah, to break this. I mean, I was like, the only way I can win if I snap the king. The problem is that at some point I scouted that the king was on the water, so I was like, oh, now? Okay. I was like, shit. How do I deal with that? Like, again, he knows exactly where my villagers are. Yeah. And I clean most of this army up, actually, if I remember correctly. Actually, all of it. And I also send out rams and take a sacred set just to put, you know, a timer on him. But yeah, I clean up all of the elephants, and now he's running with the mangoes. At the same time, I'm making a push to the TC, and I decided, like, I mean, king is there. I don't think I'm getting to it, so I'm gonna just try to go for the landmarks. Oof. I take a big hit here. Bad stuff. So it was weird that I, like, lost the fight, but I still want to keep these hand cannoneers alive for as long as possible. So I just decide to run them down while new reinforcements are coming. I destroyed the DC. But I also send a small group of villagers I mean, it was an optimistic attempt. I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's try it. And I make a dock, actually 2 docks, I think here, to try to snipe the king. And reinforcements are coming forward. And yeah, mistake on my side was not making the forward production actually in this situation. I should have made barracks and everything here. But I mean, I was like, again, even if I do something like that, he's gonna see it immediately and, you know, prevent it, so... I was really demotivated about this game, but I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna give it a go. He tries to re-wall. Thankfully I come on time. And yeah, I make 2 docks. His king is still here. So he sees this. He sees that I have 2 docks. This is not his POV, this is just like what he sees, what he's able to see. I mean, even if he's not, he has map hacks, so he sees everything. But you know, he has map hacks. He should be able to see this. I kill most of his elephants. And I go for a landmark snipe. At least try to. So to say again, he needs to be seeing this because he has map hacks. And even if he doesn't, like, look, this is, if he didn't have map hacks, this is what he would see. He still should be able to see this. But I'm putting a lot of pressure on him. And at the same time, I'm doing this. And I know that 2 demos are not enough to kill a transport ship, so I'm just waiting. I didn't want to give him the notification. But also at the same time, I'm heavily pushing his base. And I'm just chilling here. And then I actually managed to snipe his king. And I was so happy about this game, because about how it turned out, because I knew he was a map hacker, and I was like so furious. Because like I said, I mean, I can't stress enough how much I hate these map hackers and all that they're doing. And to top it all off, he was so cocky in the game, like asking me to surrender, like it's over, oh I'm coming, watch out, and all that. He was extremely cocky. And I managed to beat him. Just, I mean, I shouldn't have won this game if he was not even as my rank of player. If he was even quite worse, but he was shit. Like, he is really shit player with shit attitude, doing shit things, and yeah, I hate these type of players, and I can't stress enough how much hate I have for them, for all of these map hackers. So yeah, military count. This is where he had the elephant mess, and he just went down. Look at mine, trying to deal with it. Most kills, me. But not really a good ratio, because, you know, it's hard to kill elephants. He has a good, for the same reason, because he had elephants. But all in all, I was really, like, satisfied with this game, and I was like, holy shit, yes, finally. Because I really didn't want to lose to a map hacker, even though it's, you know, hard. He had 100 pop more than me. But managed to do it, just because he's, you know, even with map hacks, he's blind. So, yeah. I will leave the description, all of his names, previous ones at least, in the description, and also the link of his Steam profile, so make sure to report him, and let's clean the AoE4 community so we can all enjoy the game we love. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.